Meanwhile, the House of Representatives has urged the federal government to deploy security forces to free kidnapped victims in Lagos and other parts of the country. This is as it called for stringent measures to curtail the excesses of online loan providers. Joke Adisa has more.
On a daily basis, Nigerians are faced with news of abductions of unsuspecting persons in different parts of the country. The recent resurgence of abductions in Lagos State is now a source of worry, with many people reportedly kidnapped in the past weeks.
I do not know how it is difficult.
MUFUTAU EGBERONGBE comes with a motion on the need to stem the tide of abductions he says is on the rise in Lagos State. The lawmakers called for reinforced security personnel.
When victims are taken to the various hideouts, the female victims are mostly raped, while some victims are killed and their corpses abandoned in the bush.
More than 10 years after it was shot, lawmakers have called on the government to reopen the NYSC orientation camp in MAIDUGURI, BORNO State.
Worried that the corps members posted to Borno State would have to travel all the way to Katsina State to undergo orientation camp at the National Security and Civil Defense Corps Training School, Katsina, despite the state of insecurity in the entire Northwest.
The illicit activities of online loan providers came under scrutiny as the lawmakers called on the Central Bank of Nigeria to come up with feasible regulations that will put an end to the activities of unscrupulous online loan providers.
Mr. A goes to an online lender, gets approved of the loan. Then when Mr. A defaults, the online loan providers begin to call all the people on the contacts of Mr. A. They start to call Mr. B, Mr. C, Mr. D, even threatening those people.
Meanwhile, the House Committee on Industry is set to begin probe into the compliance of ministries, departments and agencies of government and corporate bodies to the Industrial Training Fund Act and the performance of the fund in the last 12 years.
We've had cause to take on the agency, that's Industrial Training Fund, the DGI's team, and we actually requested for some documents, which they have submitted, and that's what we're going to deliberate upon today.
To meet current realities, a motion sponsored by Kolawole Musbah from Lagos State urged the Minister of Education to direct all relevant agencies and institutions under its purview to update and develop functional education curriculum for schools at all levels. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.